Duty Now, Spuds. I'm going to be doing a series of broadcasts leading up to the August 15th and 16th event, Devotional 2014, that will take place at the Beachland Ballroom, Cleveland, Ohio, the world's largest gathering of Spuds and devotees. These broadcasts will go into my reasons for becoming a very big fan of the band Devo. 1978, I was a sophomore in high school and saw the Fred Willard episode with my brother of Saturday Night Live. And when Fred introduced the band, within 5-10 seconds, my brother and I were like, what is this? And it was just so amazing and so different. And I'm not telling you anything you already don't know. But again, for someone that young, again at that point, 16 years old, it was a big deal. And although I was too young to go see QA on tour that year for Are We Not Men, they did play a show about an hour from my house growing up in New Jersey, a place called the Show Place in Dover, which my brother and I later played some shows at, dealing with the sound man who wanted to make everything sound like John Lord of Deep Purple. So, didn't get to see that. Didn't get to see Duty Now for the Future live, which was at the Palladium in New York. A friend offered me a ticket at half price, and I had to pass because I had to work. Fortunately, that Halloween, I was dressed up with a black Devo shirt and my friend's wrestling gear, and had a great time. And it was great because people were like pretty accepting. It was they were a little bit older than me, and they thought it was pretty a different costume. And I tried to explain to them what Devo was about. But that night I got home a little early, and that was the infamous Don Kirshner broadcast of pretty much all of Duty Now for the Future. It was pretty great to just come home and revel in that. Freedom of Choice was the first time I got to see the band live in July at the Asbury Park Convention Center in New Jersey, and was at a shore house on vacation that week. I had a '69 Ford Ranchero that we painted with Devo slogans, Duty Now for the Future, and emblazoned on the back window in yellow, Eno is God. And a lot of folks who I met later came up and said, "Oh, you saw Devo? We saw their car." And I go, "No, that was my ride." I don't think Devo traveled in limos when they were on Warner Brothers. You saw the limos come by. Anyway, again, we got Freedom of Choice playing in the background. And another thing I just wanted to bring out here is again, we know Whip It, pretty much popular culture. That is everybody's calling card. And we have, now if this will work, the new Yoplait commercial. We've seen it for Twix, seen it for Swiffer. So we like that. We like that the band gets residuals. And we're going to get a little doppelganger going here. So, but again, do you buy the product after Devo advertises? And is the product good? So today we went out. Gosh, we got the Yoplait whips. And this is the key lime pie. Most mutato in color. So it's actually pretty good. Yoplait. But again, the show's excellent, and I'll be over the course of at least 6 broadcasts, just going through my recollections. Again, my friends, I have 3 friends at the Shore House, didn't want to go see Devo, Asbury Park. And I bought their tickets and forced them to go, essentially. And even at the concert, there only one friend of mine was kind of like getting it. The other ones were complaining, the lights are so bright, the lights are so bright. And I just said to him, they're reprogramming you. And those lights were bright. And I think Jerry will probably, maybe, regale us with a story on the genesis of those, what I just called steel grid refrigerators with searchlights in them. Extremely modular. Genius was subsequent tour, New Traditionalist, kind of reconfigured, but put to use again. Pretty neat use of lighting and the hardware. So again, August 15th and 16th at the Beachland Ballroom, Cleveland, Ohio, Devotional 2014. Duty now, Spuds.